Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programmes, laugh at the stupid shit people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you've found your people. Join us as we crack open the door to the Padded Cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We'll delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So if you're a deviant, then you've found a place with us in the Padded Cell. Hi there, guys. Welcome to Padded Cell Podcast. This is episode 5. How are you doing, Nance?
I can't believe we're on episode 5.
I'm going to keep saying this, you know, every single episode I go, can't believe we're episode 3, you know, can't believe we're on episode 4. And it's because by now I thought maybe we'd be in podcast jail for like saying the C word too many times or mentioning pedophiles.
Have we dropped the C word yet?
I said the C word in episode 3.
It wasn't like dropping a C-bomb.
No, I wasn't calling somebody a C-U-N-T.
Yeah.
It probably will come at some point, so just forewarn you. But no, it was part of somebody's name, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it doesn't count, so we're on our best behaviour so far.
We're still here, and people are watching. Loads of people are watching, Nancy.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and we're having a really good time, and people are enjoying watching and listening as well. So
they are.
I'm delighted to just still be here and to get the support. And like I say, not being booted into the podcast in jail for saying paedophile too many times. That's twice in one episode.
I mean, you're testing your luck.
I'm edging again.
Who doesn't like edging?
I do it all the time. Oh, yeah. So episode 5, and I'm going a little bit nuts with this one, you know.
Okay.
You're going to think that I've lost my shit. Quite literally, there's a little bit of a hint.
Oh, no. Is it a code brown?
It's a code brown middle bit.
Okay.
Yeah. But we've got to do some other stuff before we get to that, but just thought I'd give you a little shit teaser.
Thanks.
There.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. So, but in the meantime, we've had loads of great feedback so far from our episodes. Thank you very much, guys. Keep the comments coming in. And it's becoming very apparent that we're more of a visual podcast, I think.
Yeah.
We're getting loads and loads of hits over on YouTube.
It's my happy face.
Yeah, well, and it's just our wit and charm, isn't it, obviously?
The resting bitch face.
And a bit of sex talk. So yeah, we're getting loads of hits on YouTube. So it's becoming apparent, one, because I'm like handsy and like wanking the mic and doing all sorts of things. But also because I show things and all that. So if you're listening somewhere, thank you very much. But you know what? Head over to YouTube and give us a little watch as well, because it's dead funny. Well, I think it is anyway.
It is. Yeah, I mean, we entertain each other.
We do, yeah. So what have you been doing anyway?
Not a lot. Getting ready for a holiday.
I'm dying of something nasty.
I'm dying of these germs that everyone seems to have.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Loads of us are going down with COVID.
If you hear me snivelling, mind your business.
Yeah, but before we started filming, she also said that she had a burp brewing.
Yeah.
It was a monster burp.
A monster.
And we were deciding whether we were going to keep it in or cut it out. And we're going to keep it in. So there's no pressure.
If it comes, it comes. I am who I am, can't change
there's
it.
No bottom burps, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
So, everyone's been dying of COVID. I've had COVID. Loads of the team have had COVID. It's just rife again, isn't it?
We are on like skeleton staff at the minute,
We are on skeleton staff. But you know what? It'll all be fine.
It's always fine.
Motto.
Fine.
But you know, right now you're getting there.
I am. Just a sniffly nose, looking forward to my holiday. Get out in the sun.
Oh, yeah, holidays. You haven't got long, have you?
No, a couple of
You'll
weeks.
leave me. Because I've had no holidays
You'd
at all.
never go fucking anywhere?
I've never, no. I haven't just come back from Benidorm at all. In fact, this T-shirt's from Benidorm. Do you like that?
I think you've still got your tan from Cyprus as well. How long were you in Cyprus for?
3 weeks.
Okay.
And then I was home for 5 and went to Benidorm.
Yeah.
Well, they were the only holidays all year, though. I didn't have a holiday before. And I did actually. I went to Devon, didn't I? I went to Devon.
You're so hard done by.
Okay, no, it's right. So I'll correct myself. So I went on holiday in June to Devon for 4 days. And then I went to Cyprus and then went to Benidorm. But before June, I hadn't been anywhere.
Much.
I hadn't been anywhere. I hadn't been on holiday at all. I went to Christmas markets in December. So I had 6 months of going nowhere. And you know, and I'm like, I've got itchy feet. I've got to go places.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, my T-shirt from Benidorm, Cookie Monster.
I like that.
It's cute, isn't it? You know what I'm like for a T-shirt. If you've got your T-shirt you want to send in, size small, thank you very much. Quirkier the better. Right, so I'm going to crack on with our first story.
Let's do it.
And you don't know what I'm doing.
Nope.
But I think you're going to love it.
Okay.
And if you don't, I need you to pretend.
Will I love it on the inside?
Well, we've already established that you've got a swinging brick for a heart. So I don't even think you could pretend to love anything. You either do or you don't. But I know that you're going to love this.
Okay.
And I'm really surprised that you like this. Do you know what it is that I'm going to talk about? Okay. So you've recently painted your lounge a certain colour for a certain reason.
I've named my cat for another reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's talk Barbie.
Let's talk
Hi, Barbie.
But we're talking Barbie because Barbie's just come out, and there's a few facts about Barbie.
Okay.
Number one, I fucking hate Barbie. I hate everything about Barbie.
What about Ken?
And well, do you know what, Ken? I'm going to tell you a little bit about Ken later. I feel a little bit sorry for Ken.
Ken's just beach.
Well, I'll tell you why.
But he is Kenough.
Oh my God, it's going to be one of them days, isn't it? Fucking hell. So, anyway, I hate Barbie. I just don't like Barbie, but some of the facts that I've dug up, she's dark. So you're seeing this pink, pretty, blonde-haired doll, but she's got proper naughty undercurrents. She started really dark. Do you know any of this?
I mean, I've watched the film, seen bits.
Well, I haven't seen the film. So if they talk about this in the film, I'm really sorry. I might be repeating myself, and I might think that I've dug up some dead good stuff.
Maybe it's the basis of a new movie.
It could be, yeah. The dark side of Barbie. So the title of this story is Barbie Was a Call Girl.
Okay.
So that gives you a little bit of an idea.
Spicy Barbie.
Yeah. Why do you like Barbie? I mean, you are Little Miss Dark Witch and loves Halloween. So what is it about Barbie who's pink and girly and not you?
I mean, goth Barbie.
Is it a goth Barbie?
There should be. Well, I think there is. There's a Barbie for fucking everything. There should be.
If there isn't a goth Barbie, could maybe put a little suggestion
We'll
in.
make one.
Yeah. No, but why? What is it about
I don't know.
I didn't like it.
Sometimes I just like to surprise.
Well, you did in this occasion, calling your fucking new cat Ken and Barbie, and then painting your living room pink.
It wasn't supposed to be so Barbie pink, though,
well,
was it?
It was pink.
It is now, so we're just
pink.
rolling with it. But
So anyway, there's been loads of drama and controversy around Barbie, and I love a little bit of controversy and a little bit of dark. So in Germany in 1955, there was this comic strip about the Lily doll. And the Lily doll was flirtatious, and she was come across as sexually promiscuous, and some would think that she was a call girl. And she had the little nipped in waist and very much Barbie looking. But it was a comic strip, and all the guys loved this comic strip in the papers. But she became that popular, they made a doll out of her. And it was supposed to be a gag doll. You know, the way you get gag gifts for guys.
Yeah.
I've got you this silly doll, and it goes in the bin. It was supposed to be one of them. But it really caught on. And kids started asking for them for Christmas and that, and they sold millions of these Lily dolls. It was a call girl. So that's that. So the Germans are playing with these call girl dolls. Meanwhile, in America at Mattel Toys, Ruth Handler, who was one of the SEOs of Mattel, she's wanting to develop a doll for girls that's like action toys for boys, so the firefighters and soldiers, good role models. So she's like, I want a doll for a girl that's a good role model.
Yeah.
So she put her ideas forward, similar-ish to Barbie, but not quite. And the board were like, nah, we don't want little girls playing with dolls with boobs. I'm like, for fuck's sake. I mean, I'm sure some of the boy dolls have got willies. I'd like to think they have anyway.
They have a little pouch, don't they?
Well, there you go. So
I mean, we all undressed our dolls as kids.
Yeah. I mean, mine didn't have a little willy, unfortunately. It had a little box, I suppose, where it would be. But I used my imagination. Anyway, They wanted this doll for girls, but they were like, no, she's got tits. It's not happening. But the Mattel, the Handler family went over to Europe for a little holiday in 1956. They came across the Lily doll, and Ruth Handler was like, that's it. That's the doll. That's me doll. And she sold the product basically to the rest of the team once she'd seen this Lily doll, and they were like, do you know what? We were wrong. Let's make a doll with tits for kids. Mm-hmm. So I've got a picture of the Lily doll. And for those who are watching on YouTube, you need to be watching on YouTube. Well, you're going to see a picture of the Lily doll. And do you know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of Pretty Woman.
Okay.
What's her name? Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. Who was obviously, a hooker for the night.
Okay.
You can see Julia Roberts with the skids, but 80s, isn't it? For a 1950-something doll. And you should see her face. Oh, I got the makeup and everything on her. Yeah, here we go. She's got little lips and...
Oh God. That is fucking terrifying.
It's a bit scary, isn't it? But you can see where maybe the call girl thing came from, around that time. So anyway, so that's the Lily doll. So Ruth rushes back to America and says, right, we're gonna copy, blatantly copy this doll, and we're gonna call it Barbie. But, because this doll does look very much like Barbie, same sort of measurements and everything, the guys over in Germany that made Lily were fuming. I mean, you would be, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Some Yanks have thought, I don't give a shit that you've created this lovely doll. We're just going to rob the idea and make it our own.
Yep.
So they go ahead and do it, and these German guys sue them. In 1961, they're like, you fucking robbing bastards, you've robbed our Lily doll. And now you're going to make loads, you're going to make loads of money on our expense. So they took them to court, but they settled out of court, and I want to know how much for. It didn't say. I'm thinking like megabucks,
Yeah, it's got to be.
If it wasn't megabucks, how stupid were them German guys?
And I mean, Barbie's made megabucks. So.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know how much, but I'm thinking like, big bucks really. So they wanted to design this doll. And she's got like the swivel waist and a joint like click and all that. It's very distinctive for Barbie. And they brought this guy on called Jack Ryan, not the Jack Ryan in the movies. He was an engineer for the US military, and he designed guided missiles. And I'm like, why have they brought this guy in to design a doll who designs guided missiles? But anyway, he said he'd do it. And so he designed Barbie. So Barbie was designed by a bomb maker. So she was a call girl and she was designed by a bomb maker. So, I mean, we're very dark here, aren't we?
I mean, this is probably why I like Barbie.
Well, I was sort of getting to that in the end. That's why I'm asking you why you like Barbie. And at the end of it, it fucking spoils it now. At the end of it, I'm going, see, this is why you like Barbie.
Because Barbie's fucked up too.
Because she's totally fucked up, yeah. Anyway, this guy, right, this US engineer who's designing Barbie, he's like a playboy. He's a womanizer, and he was like prolific, married 5 times, married Jar Jar Gabor and everything, and he designed Barbie. So anyway, Ruth Handler, she wanted it to be like a realistic representation and a good role model, like I say, for females. Realistic representation. Have you seen Barbie recently? She's got this tiny little neck with a big, massive head, this teeny, weeny little waist and little tiny ankles which will snap. And people have actually estimated if Barbie was a human, she'd be 5'9", so my height, around 7.5 stone, definitely not my weight. And her measurements would be 36, 18, 38. So like literally like a little Dita Von Teese waist. Yeah. It's just, you wouldn't be able to survive really, would you? And it said that her ankles would snap and she wouldn't have enough body fat to have a period. So basically, she would be really unhealthy. So boys have got these, muscly soldiers and, doctors and firefighters, and we've got a model that we can't aspire to.
No.
Because her dimensions are just ridiculous. So they've created this stupid role model, basically, which isn't a role model. So that got me a bit cross. But since her modelling career, she's had 250 careers, including a surgeon, a soldier and a marine. So she went basically from a call girl to a model to a surgeon. That's pretty good going, that really, isn't it? She's getting on as well, like, isn't she?
She is.
Old lady,
There was a pregnant Barbie as well.
I'm going to talk about her. She's called... It's my next bit.
Oh.
You saw that, didn't you?
I didn't. I just knew.
Okay, her name's Midge.
Yeah.
So you knew her name was Midge?
She's in the film.
Oh, is she? Okay, well, but the doll has got a detachable womb. Has Midge got a detachable womb, or she got to push it out the proper way?
I don't know. They
didn't, you didn't see that?
No. They just kind of said there she is, because she got discontinued, didn't she?
But you think they're allowed to have the baby at least, and then what? But they'd have to make a little baby toy then. Well, sell more. Oh, they've missed a trick there. Make Midge have the baby, and then have a little baby in the range. And you can get prams and everything. Oh, they've missed a trick. They could have like a whole nursery.
Get on to Ruth.
Oh, yeah, me and Ruth, telling you. Didn't know she's alive. So, yeah, Midge, she had a removable womb. So I'm like, here we go again. So this role model for girls that doesn't look normal, that's had 250 careers, and her best mate has got a womb that you remove. So these little girls have just got no idea, have they? They're playing with dolls and they've got no idea how real life is going to be for them. But anyway, Midge was removed from the shelves. Do you know why?
Don't know.
Because the public thought that she represented teenage pregnancy.
Does she look like a teenager?
I didn't think so. And Ruth said that Barbie represents the period before motherhood. So that's why she's got boobs.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean she's a teen. It doesn't mean that Midge is a teen. That's just the public going, yeah, can't have that pregnant Barbie.
She's like a middle-aged woman in the film.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
But the girl I've seen playing it doesn't look middle-aged.
Maybe I've made that up, but I'm pretty sure she didn't look like a teen.
Okay. Well, anyway, she's supposed to be like, pre-motherhood. So she was removed off the shelves. And then Barbie's also been criticised for like the lack of diversity. So obviously we talked about, she's a white, blonde female with these dimensions. But they were getting slated. It wasn't until 1980 they introduced a black Barbie onto the shelves. 1980? What's wrong with them?
So she doesn't get criticised now, does she? Because now there's like a massive...
There is. She's got, in 2017, there was a Barbie released wearing a hijab.
Yeah.
And then she's got Barbies in a wheelchair, prosthetic
like disabilities,
leg,
everything.
and a hearing aid.
Yeah.
Oh, how boss. So she's redeemed herself. But a little bit late to the party. 1956 was when the idea was first developed. Well, it wasn't. It was before by the Germans, but I'd taken them till 1980 to even get a black Barbie. They caught up in the end, but bloody hell.
Don't blame Barbie, blame Ruth.
Blame Ruth, yeah. Okay.
Fuck you, Ruth.
Anyway, Ken. Do you know Ken's real name?
Ken.
Is it not said in the film? Or have you just skim watch this film?
I did fall asleep a little bit.
Oh, you're not really a fan. You told me you were a fan. You don't fall asleep in films when you're a fan. So Ken is called Kenneth Sean Carson.
Definitely didn't know that.
Didn't know that. Ken's just far easier, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just Ken.
And he was launched in 1961 as Barbie's boyfriend. But Ruth, she wanted Barbie to be, a single female career woman, all these careers, no time for boyfriends. So they split up in 2004. She never married him or nothing. I put that down to menopause. In 2004, she probably would have hit menopause. Well, if 1956... she was like young. Okay, maybe a little bit past menopause. But I think it's just the hormones, isn't it? Yeah. Barbie's like, Ken, mate,
she's had enough.
Do you know what? You're just doing me head in.
You're just knocking off.
I'm fire today. So anyway, so she started dating this Australian surfer called Blaine. But Ken, he wasn't going to let Blaine steal his chick. So he hit the gym and he muscles up a little bit. And in 2011, Ken won Barbie back.
Okay, now. This is worse than my love life.
When they were pensioners, yeah. So, and a little fun fact just before we end. They tried to create a cool Ken. I've got a picture of cool Ken. I'm going to tell you about cool Ken.
I think Ken's
first.
Pretty cool anyway.
Okay. So, on my notes, I've said, cooler Ken. Okay. And for those not watching, I've just air quoted cooler Ken. So they developed this doll which wore an earring. It's 1993, all right. And it has a purple vest and a mesh top, as well as a necklace which featured a ring that some compared to a sex toy.
Okay.
So I think we're saying it's like cock ring here. I've got a picture, it looks like a cock ring. And it became one of their best-selling Ken dolls because all the gay men bought them. And so Mattel thought, oh shit, we've dropped a clanger here. We need to remove gay Ken off the shelves. Right, so again, for those watching on YouTube, you're going to see the cooler earring Ken on your screens. Right, I think he looks very much like somebody we know. And his name is a little bit like Ken.
I love that.
But doesn't he look like the person that we know? So you know who you are because I know you watch our podcast. And when you see this picture, you're going to go, yeah, love it. And we want to see you like that next time you come to the club.
That's definitely a cock ring brand, isn't it?
It's definitely. And this person would have that accessory ready and waiting just in case.
With a side of poppers.
Yeah. So there you go. What do you think of our dark Barbie history?
It just makes sense. Maybe I've just had an affinity towards Barbie that I knew she was a bit fucked up.
Barbie the call girl.
Yeah.
But the whole, suing and all that, robbing the design.
The Germans were pretty pissed off in 1955 anyway, weren't they?
In general,
Still trying to get over it.
That's it, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, any little victory they can.
Yeah.
Really sorry if you're from Germany and you're listening. But, I'm sure you agree, really.
They'll be over it by now.
Yeah. So yeah, I was dead interested in that. I can't stand Barbie, as you know, but I just saw this little thing about this German company suing Mattel. I was like, I'm on it.
I feel like you've missed the trick though, because there's a Lady C Barbie.
There isn't.
You could have brought that.
There's a lady. Oh, you mean my own one?
Your...
Do you know? I don't actually know where that is. You know,
could have stood it on the desk.
Do you remember I found it and I went, "What am I going to do with this?"
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah,
when we cleared the room out the other week.
Wait, I don't know where I put it. Right, just to explain. Right, so about 8 years ago, I was given this doll, and it's made to look like you, and it was made to look like me as a dominatrix. It had I think it had a catsuit on, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it had like a little whip.
It had floggers and whips, like interchangeable toys.
Interchangeable things. And it was really good. I had like a little
old
kit bag
hair.
as well. My old hair, yeah. And when I was given it, I was like, oh, wow, you know. But then I was like, what do I do with it? Because I'm not really a doll player. I can't put it on my shelf. At the time, my kids were at home. So like, so who's the doll looking like a dominatrix on the mantelpiece? Can't do that.
Who's this, Lady Caroline?
So I could just like store it away in bubble wrap until the time was right. And you know, but it's one of them things. It looks like me. So it's like, is it a voodoo doll? So I can't put it in the bin because it'll get crushed. And then you don't know what's going to happen. So I'm really now quite scared to get rid of this doll. So it's going to be buried with me.
Maybe it's the doll that's haunting the club, like Annabelle.
No, it was haunted before that. But I'm going to be like one of them Egyptians. I'm going to go in my grave with my little doll.
Binder.
Yeah. And a little, some pots with all my jewels and my things in that I like, my little sex toys and stuff.
So that's that.
And Jim in a jar, because he'll be dead before me, he's older than me. Have I told you what me and Jim have agreed to do when he dies?
No. In fact, maybe.
Right, have I told you that Jim wanted a Viking burial?
Yeah.
Have I told you what we're going to do?
No.
Okay, so it was one of those nights. Okay.
One of those nights.
And Jim found out that his heritage are like Vikings, and his granddad's in a Viking cemetery in Ireland somewhere. So he was like, I want a Viking burial. I was like, who the fuck do you think you are, Kirk Douglas and the Vikings? You've got to be a certain age to know who that is. So I said, you do know that Vikings, you know, they go on like a pyre on a boat, and you like just push the boat out, and then you get an arrow and you fire an arrow of fire onto the boat, and it sets fire, and that's it, and you're all, you know, say ta-ra. And he went, yeah.
I mean, a Liverpool version could be like a little patty bomb, couldn't it? Be a bottle. It
could be a little petrol bottle. In fact, I mean, Jim's Irish. I mean, I'm sure one of his family can make me a little petrol bomb. Can you imagine? Oh, you know, they'd all be there on the shore, on the banks of the Mersey, with their milk bottles, suffering rags. Fire! For freedom. Aim it towards the boat. Anyway, so this isn't going to happen, is it? Because, I mean, if you've seen me trying to throw anything, I've got a really shit shot. And I can't bank on the Irish family making the bombs to throw over onto the boat. So we decided, as you know, we like a little cruise every now and then. So I said, can we compromise? I said, because I can't fire an arrow into a boat, and I can't afford it. You know, I think you're a bit expensive, to be honest. Like, less expensive is for me to go on a cruise. And he went, well, what about me? I went, well, we'll get you cremated before. I'll get you a little pretty urn, but it's got to be discreet because they won't let you on the boat with ashes. So I said, I'll get something that doesn't look like an urn, and we'll take it, and then we'll go to one of your favourite spots where we've been before, and I'll tip you over, and I'll have a little drink in memory of you. And then every year, I've got to go back on a cruise to say hello. And like, I've raised a little drink.
No selfish motive there at all.
Absolutely not. I mean, I wouldn't want him, you know, to be on his own.
Such a selfless wife.
I know. I mean, it'd probably be somewhere like Caribbean, wouldn't it? And he'd be on his own. So I've got to go back every year and pay respects and raise a little glass to Jim. And he agreed. So, you know, it's all agreed. And I don't care if you think I'm selfish, but I'm going to cruise every single year. And I'd best live a long life. That's all I can say after he's died, because I've got this planned. So, our middle bit. Do you know, we've had a little suggestion. Did you see what the suggestion was about our middle bit?
So I seen something pop up, but I didn't know what it was.
Okay, so we've had a suggestion of what the middle bit could be called.
Okay.
Because like it's a bridge, isn't it, between the first and second segment? And somebody's called it the straddle.
Oh.
Do you like that?
I do.
The straddle. Now,
like straddling things.
I don't know whether we'd have to explain it to some people, though. I'm sure that most people watching this are not prudes, you know. The straddle. I quite like that.
Yeah.
So we'll put that in the memory bank and we'll have a little think about that one, see if we get a few more in. So the straddle, we're going to call the straddle today because it was literally suggested earlier on. And I'm going a little bit mad with this.
I mean, I'm nervous for the poo talk.
Okay. So if you're not watching on YouTube, you need to watch this on YouTube for maximum effect. I'll try and explain what it is that I'm doing as I'm doing it. Okay. So when I went to Benidorm, I didn't just buy a T-shirt.
Okay.
I found this shop called Ale Hop. And those who've been to Spain will have seen Ale Hop shops. And they sell really like boss little bits and bobs, but they also sell some outrageous things. Like, I couldn't believe that these were being sold on the shelves, right? So my first one, I know you're going to think I'm totally not doing this. Right?
And I promise I've not looked. I don't know what's on the floor.
No. So I'm going to just bring it out bit by bit to see if you can guess what this is going to be. All right, so we've got, you can't see. Hang on. So we've got 3 things here.
Okay.
And then we've got a toilet seat with a little net. Yeah.
Okay.
And the toilet seat, you lift it up as well, it moves. And then it's got this.
Where's that go on your head?
And then it's got this.
Is this where you throw shit at the head?
Yeah. So I'm going to put this on for shits and giggles. Hey! For shits and giggles. And you're going to have a little go at throwing shit in my toilet.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the reason you're doing this and I'm not is because I did say before that I'm a really shit throw when I was talking about throwing bombs. So here we go. So select your shit.
When you were talking about throwing bombs, if you've just tuned in.
Okay, toilet seat
That's
up or
really
down.
fucking high.
I know. I've just seen myself on the camera. I look like a tit. Okay.
Or a shit.
Okay, do you want the seat up
This
or
is going to
down?
bonk you on the head.
Oh, it's going to smash. Is there anything I can smash? Don't
good.
smash the lights. And they're only lights, they're only plazzy. Just seat up or down?
They're a bit spiky. Up.
So, Christmas party 2023. All right.
It's all going to shit. I fucking got it in.
What?
Okay.
Now you're a shithead.
Hey! Do you want another go?
Come on.
Just in case it was
Although,
a fluke.
should I just stop it on a
Yeah,
high?
just for the glory.
Oh, last one.
Go on.
No, fucked it.
Okay, so the
Should have stopped
first
at
one
one.
was a fluke.
Should have stopped at one.
When it actually hit my head, it went doink.
It's just sat on your head like a little turd.
It's like a little turd on your head. Okay, so I got that. So
This is Christmas party
This
games.
is Christmas party 2023. And you know I love a little game.
We do.
Especially when I've had a few shots in the shot wall.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to get a little pile of shit in their eye because I'm such a bad throw.
Watch out for pink
And when
eye.
I've had a shot. But look at the little shits though. Aren't they cute? Can you see
I
the
mean,
little shits?
cute.
Oh my God, they've got a little smiley face. That's the first time I've seen it.
We need those googly eyes.
We do. Oh, it's got
Before
a little
we play, we'll put
smile.
googly eyes on.
So there you go. Yeah, I'll throw the other shits in there. I've got something else.
Oh.
No, the whole bag. You haven't
It's
got
the
to,
fucking thing.
Okay, right. So while you're doing that, I've got something else. Right. Now, I have not actually turned this on. I've turned the battery around the other way. Just so we can get an authentic reaction to this. Okay. So it's a shit buzzer. And this is a euro.
Is this like a fart box?
I don't know. Right, because the one that was
My
on the
fucking
shelf...
kids love fart boxes.
The one on the shelf wouldn't buzz.
Okay.
So, I don't know. It could be really bad. It's a euro.
Fucking hell. Sounds like a baby crying.
Is that supposed to be the noise that you make when you poo? Or is that what the noise that a poo makes? I can have hours of fun with this. Oh my God. This is the best euro I have ever spent in my life.
I mean, have you ever made those noises while you're shitting?
No. But I'm going to aspire to now.
These have just walked in. They don't know what the fuck they've walked into.
I think there's more. Oh, that was after the curry, that one, wasn't it?
That's like you've just woke up in the morning fart.
That was elongated as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back to the other one now. It sounds like
Squeaky.
a baby. Okay. I'm wondering if we should have like the shit buzzer on here for like, I don't know, moments. I don't know, I just want to... I'm just going to randomly just...
That was like a sex noise.
I'm just going to randomly hit the... I think that's my favourite.
That's not okay.
Right, okay. So I've got others, but I'm going to save them. Oh, shit. I did not mean. I didn't mean to press that. I'm so sorry. Oh, right. So I'm not going to... Oh, my God. I tell you, best euro I've ever spent. I've got more, but I'm very aware that time's ticking, and I'm going to be getting the hurry up pill.
Hurry up pill.
So
maybe I need that button. Press it when you're out of time.
Do you know what? Okay, so from now on, I'm going to bring the shit buzzer, and when I've got 5 minutes left, I'm going to press the shit buzzer, and then we'll know. All right.
Oh, I think, is he just fucking farting over there?
Oh, you see? Clever thinking there, Nancy. He's a little windbag and just saying, it was the buzzer, it wasn't me. Right, let's crack on before we get the shit buzzer giving us a time.
Crack off.
Yeah.
I feel like we're on a downward spiral now.
Never.
So.
These chairs are very squeaky.
They are, aren't they?
You couldn't shag on these, could you? Okay. Not
finished?
that everyone's going to shag on these chairs live on the podcast. I'd hope not.
Well.
Actual shagging. That's a different kind of podcast.
Catch us on the Pistols podcast. We have a couch for that, it's fine.
Yeah, I like my comforts, not a squeaky chair. And that's not a complaint, by the way, guys. I love your chair, honest. Thank you. It's just a bit squeaky.
That leads us into the next part. So, do you think it'd be illegal to have sex on a podcast?
Ooh. I suppose
I don't know the answer to this.
I'm a warning, maybe.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to put it on Spotify, would you?
It's a bit much, isn't it?
Or YouTube. You wouldn't be able to do that. So I think it's probably illegal to have sex on a podcast.
So what I've got is we're going to take a look around the globe at some weird sex laws.
Oh.
So, some people are just prudes.
Yeah. I'm not.
No. I think just do what you want, as long as no kids are in sight.
Yeah, not going back to kid talk again.
So, yeah, that's off limits after last week.
God, you know what? I watched that back and I was like, what the fuck was I saying in that podcast? Paedophiles, like boys, and oh my God. If you haven't watched episode 3, watch it on YouTube and you can just see
episode 3,
me.
episode 4?
Episode 3. Oh. Episode 3. And you just see me just die, basically, because I've keep putting my foot in my mouth.
You did.
Okay, go on, anyway.
So, some of these are probably pretty obvious. Obviously, things like you can't have sex in a public place, which is probably for the best, but some of these rules from around the world seem a little bit
bit out there.
Over the top, bit crazy.
Yeah.
So, we'll go straight in with one that's from the UK.
Oh.
Takes us back, I know we've been talking about 1955 and after the war and stuff.
Yeah.
So, in London, it's illegal to have sex on a parked motorcycle.
On a parked motorcycle.
On a parked motorcycle.
So
doesn't say anything about a moving one.
So if it's moving,
no,
it's fine.
But if it's parked, and that links back to the soldiers coming home from the war, everyone come home with motorbikes, got a little bit horny for them, and apparently it was like
and they couldn't wait to go in the out. They had to shag on the
all
bike.
randy bastards shagging on the bikes.
Okay, so they've come back from war, and everyone's like very horny. He's pulled up outside with his little rucksack.
Turn the engine on,
and
baby.
His army boots and, looking all war-torn. And the poor guy can't even go inside and take his boots off and have a little courtesy wash. She jumps on him like a tramp on chips on his bike.
Yeah. The rumble of the engine between your legs.
All them horny women. They were shagging the Yanks anyway. They weren't sex-starved.
So, do you enjoy oral sex?
Oh, yeah. Look how close I am to the mic. I'm not going to do that.
Again.
Unless I'm paid. A little Patreon.
Tip us. So oral sex is illegal in 14 different American states.
And I am never going there.
So including Indiana, but it's been deemed unconstitutional and it can't be upheld.
Why?
Fuck knows. Surely there's worse things in the world than sucking a bit of dick.
Yeah. What is wrong with these people? And I bet you the people that make these laws are up to all sorts.
I reckon so. They're probably the worst for it.
So is it something to do, are these like religious states? So sex is literally an act for
Indiana, that's in the south, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I don't know the coast. So I used to work in shipping years ago. So I knew all the ports, but I didn't know the inland.
Yeah. Any port in a storm and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, I don't know. Why? I don't get it. I mean, how are they going to know? Someone going to, oh my God, please, she sucked my dick last night.
Or like, you're just coming out the front door and you're just like, or out the gents or something.
We've all been there.
Yeah, like when you lick on it a little bit.
Oh, that's the chin.
Yeah,
we won't mention them again, sorry.
No, definitely not going to mention them. It's like going to be a regular feature in every episode now. I wouldn't like that, and I'm definitely not going to. So if you're a visitor, I suppose the same law applies, doesn't it? Oh, fuck that.
Anyone in the country?
So Lisa, can you just WhatsApp me the list of those states where
so you can avoid
isn't allowed?
Okay.
And if Florida is one of them, which I very, very much doubt. Oh, okay, because I'm going to Miami next year. I don't travel. I'm actually going on a cruise from Miami next year.
So let's go to Vienna. Mm-hmm. Kissing on public transport. Mm-hmm. Get you fined. Oh. Imagine getting slapped with a fine just for a little smooch.
You see, I was always snog on the buses when I was a kid. Now, when I say kid, I don't mean 8. And the guy was not 17. Issue here. When I say kid, I mean, like 14, 15.
Yeah, when you just knock around.
15-year-old on the back of a bus. I did it all the time.
I was a dog when I was like 14 or 15.
Were you?
With much older boys.
Were you? Putting yourself out everywhere? Yeah. So men.
Not until they changed.
They'd be done now, wouldn't they?
I know.
Me and Jim were talking this the other day because when I was 14, it was really common to go out with lads who were 16, 17. Very common, sometimes older.
So I was like 15 and my boyfriend was like 22.
Yeah, well, my first boyfriend was 22.
Picking me up from school.
So there's this age gap, but it was normal then. When you were 14, you just think you know it all, you're grown up. And so you go out with lads who are 16, 17, 18, they'd be locked up now.
Yeah. So let's talk about being sexist. So in Egypt.
We've got to go there.
Yeah.
Go on. They make you fume, you know.
If a wife cheats on a husband, she gets sentenced to 2 years in prison for adultery.
The fella does it, he gets a fucking pat on the back, doesn't he?
So if the man does it, he would only be sentenced to 6 months.
How long does a woman get?
2 years.
Okay.
So he would get 6 months only if it was in their home.
So if he
does it outside of their home
or whatever,
sound,
you're all right. It doesn't count because it's not in the marital bed.
Yeah. How fucked up is that?
I'm sorry. I'm not even going to go there. There's a reason why I don't go to those countries because women are just treated like shit.
So it says if it's outside...
And I'm not apologising for that.
If it's outside of the home, he's completely blameless. So clearly someone's taken advantage.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm triggered to fuck, man.
So in 1973, the Texas legislature passed a law that prohibited the sale of promotion of obscene devices.
So dildos.
Yeah.
So where is this, sorry?
Texas.
Oh, God, okay.
So a device including a dildo or an artificial vagina designed or marketed for primarily stimulation of human genitals. So completely against the law.
So this is to sell them or to display them? Sorry.
To advertise them.
To advertise. So you can have one?
You can have one, you just can't.
But you can't sell it.
I suppose it's like going in the shop now, trying to buy ciggies and stuff. It's all behind the shutters. Yeah.
Okay, we're back to the private shop that we were talking about.
Dirty curtains.
Dirty curtains, yeah. So if you want a little sex tour, you've got to go into a dirty shop behind dirty curtains.
You'd have got to sneak in and pretend.
And then sneak out again.
Yeah. So any sex outside of marriage is illegal in Dubai.
Yeah.
But
is that men and women?
So irrespective of any relationship that you've got with your partner at home.
So what do the men get compared to the women, don't you know?
No, there's no difference. It's just completely illegal.
Right, see, I'm all right with that.
Because it's fair.
Yeah, you know, I mean, okay. It's
like equal blame.
You know, if you're going to get chucked in jail for something like that, then, you know, have a word. But if you're both going to get the same sentence, then I'm cool with it. You know, it's their laws. I'm not going to diss it. But if everybody gets treated the same, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
So
if you're
obviously,
a woman, you get longer. Fuming.
yeah, it's quite well known that same-sex marriage is also not recognised.
Yep. Another reason why I
Homosexual
won't go.
sex is completely illegal. I mean, I love homosexual sex, so
Gay porn. Oh.
gay live porn at work,
Oh.
even better.
Yeah. But gay porn.
Yeah.
It's fab, innit?
So it's against the law to live together or share a hotel room with someone of the opposite sex unless you're married.
In Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of this, isn't there?
It's just weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, right.
Considering it's such like an out there place that people want to go to now, it's just not something that appeals to me. I wouldn't want to go.
I mean, if you're gay or, you're cohabiting with your partner and have no desire to get married,
Yeah.
you're a little bit fucked going to Dubai, really, aren't you?
Yeah. So another place where forms of oral sex are illegal,
There's more!
Oklahoma, Louisiana and Kansas. But the difference with those 3 states, oral sex is banned, but necrophilia is totally fine.
So this is, you said we were going to talk about necrophilia.
Yeah.
So you can't give a blowjob, which is perfectly normal, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're not hurt anybody unless you're really crap at giving blowjobs.
Lots of teeth.
Oh.
But you can go to the Morgan Smash.
I just... I don't get that.
No.
So you can't give a blowjob, but you can go and fuck corpse.
Yeah.
You know what? I knew America was fucked up, man. But some of these laws, they need amending, don't they? They need refreshing.
So, where's Peru? Don't even know where it is.
South America.
Okay, so we're sticking with the Americas. Chili sauce and similar hot spices in prison food is illegal.
I think it should be illegal anyway.
Purely because it's an aphrodisiac for them.
Right, okay. So you get chili bum burn. So your bum hole's like, Yeah.
Yeah.
Which probably feels quite pleasant to people who are that way inclined. And they're already primed and ready to go, aren't
Bit of
they?
tingle lube.
Bit of tingle on the mingle.
Yeah.
See, I don't like chili.
Imagine chili being an aphrodisiac though. Doesn't
No.
work for me.
No, and I'm not going to try it. I don't really like chili. The guys in work are always having them dead hot chilies and wings.
Well,
with all
I had a terrible time, didn't I?
Go on, do you want to tell about the terrible time?
Because Sid done the hot sauce challenge. And then, literally an hour or so later, totally forgot about it. And he went downtown, didn't he? He did. He went. Wouldn't be okay in America. We'd be locked up. But yeah, he had a lovely time. And I'm sitting there and I was like, something's not right. And it was a warm tingle. And then the warm tingle fastly developed into, get the fuck off me.
Oh my God.
I'm not okay. My flaps were on fire. It was horrific. Horrific. So the snack shack man got told off.
So, next time that happens, because I'm sure Sid's going to have a toasty from the snack shack
Probably,
man
because
again.
can't help himself.
Whack some natural yogurt on it.
That's what I needed.
Yeah. I mean, I know we haven't got it in the club, but keep it in your handbag. You never know.
We did
Bit
have
of
some sour
natural
cream in the
yogurt.
fridge from the
Did you
nacho
put
night.
That, that was a cooled it off.
No.
A little bit of natural yogurt. Go for
But it
anything.
wasn't a fun time, so I can't imagine the spicy food being an aphrodisiac either.
No, and I don't want to try it at all.
So let's go to China.
Yep.
Women are prohibited from walking in a hotel room naked. I don't know how they would know.
How from the hall into the hotel
No,
room
no,
naked?
in their room.
So walking around the room, you can't be... Well, you should have your shower.
So the only place they're allowed to be undressed is in the bathroom. So they have to get undressed in the bathroom with a locked door, dressed again before they leave. So
Who's
no
gonna
like
know?
air drying in your towel.
But, if you've closed your curtains over, who's
Don't.
going to know? You've got little hidden cameras.
Maybe.
Unless, they're, I don't know. You see some of these big apartment buildings, the big massive windows,
Yeah.
don't you? I suppose if you're parading in front of those windows, but what about the guys? The guys can walk around the Wang house, but she can't walk around.
No, can't be naked.
Shimmying her
Get in the
tits.
bathroom and hide.
I don't like that one.
I don't know how people would uphold this one. So we go to Alaska.
I don't know how to uphold any of them.
No, me neither. But in Alaska, moose are not allowed to have sex in city streets.
Oh, well, fucking hell, that's just devastating, that, isn't it?
And it even says how the moose is notified of this is unclear. We don't know.
A little note.
Maybe they have little signs on the side of the road. No moose
Well,
banging.
no, it won't be writing, will it? It'll be a lady moose and a boy moose on the sign. And
So you're going back to boys?
with the antlers, because they've got antlers, haven't they? And it'll be like a little shagging symbol with a big cross.
Not
through it.
allowed.
And they just need to hope that the moose understand it.
Yeah. So the last one we've got Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois.
They've got the ladies back in Illinois. So making love with one's betrothed while hunting or fishing on your wedding day is illegal.
Is legal.
It's
or
illegal. Illegal. So I feel like somewhere here there's a story of someone in power who got married and their husband just wanted to go fishing.
See, I'd make it illegal. I'd be like, dude,
So
you've
that
got
is
some
illegal.
consummating to do.
Yeah.
Put your fucking fishing rod down
So
and get
no
your other
hunting or
rod out
fishing. Yeah.
and get on it.
And that's that.
So I quite like the little making love. Oh,
Cute.
I don't think I've said the words make love for a very long time.
Gives me the ick a little bit.
I might have read make love in a book. I don't think I've ever said it.
No.
And if I had, it's probably been to like my dad or something. You know, like in conversation and you don't want to say shag because a person might go, oh. So you just say make love. I can't,
No.
it doesn't even sit right on
makes-
my
it
tongue
makes
as
me
I'm
like,
saying
bleh.
make love.
No.
Do you say make love?
No.
Does anyone say make love?
I say smash.
That's make love is even more visceral than anything else.
Yeah?
Actually. Yeah.
No.
No.
So,
It's a hard no.
okay, so I'm going to, they're crazy, crazy laws, by
Just
the way.
weird, isn't it? Makes me think.
The oral sex one, I really can't get on board with. I don't
No.
get it. How do you enforce it? And it's just not cool. I mean, you know, why ban something so amazing?
I will stick to Thanos. I'll stick to
Yeah.
go in the places where do what you want to do.
And no one says make love.
And you'll get a cheerleader cheering you on. Yeah, you do that dirty shit.
So I'm adding my own law onto that. So you need to add a little thing in there. So 2023, Liverpool, England, it is now illegal to say the words make love.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, it's
Ick.
nobody says it anymore. You
Major ick.
No, yeah. That was boss, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to live in some of them places.
No.
And you've put me off Egypt even more.
Yeah.
I just
Not for me. No Egypt, no Dubai.
No, it's
No
just
thanks.
countries where there's one rule for men and one rule for women, and then where gay people are persecuted. I'm sorry, I'm not going to spend my money in that economy.
Nope.
I know it's controversial. We're not political, but
Fuck the Tories.
But you've just but you've just said that now, and I'm like, I've got
I said what I said, I stand by you.
Is that like episode 5? It's taking me to say fuck the Tories.
Don't know.
I think it is. Yeah. Well done.
Thanks.
Well done. But now that now that you've said it,
You did buy me a gift yesterday.
I did. Do you remember what it said? You don't, do you?
Oh, can you hear me tummy rumbling?
Yeah. I remember it.
No, go on, tell us what it says.
Super callous, narcissistic, Tories are atrocious.
So I was actually, I'm planning on framing it.
Yeah.
And then on the Pistols podcast, it's going to be on the shelf behind us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to not throw it down everyone's throat, but fuck the Tories.
But I mean, I'm sure, have you wore one of your t-shirts on your podcast?
I have not. I've
It's to come now, I think.
It will be on there somewhere.
Yeah. And you did say it in one of the last episodes. I heard
did.
you say it.
I mean, they're all a little bit big for me, so I need some new.
Well,
Some new Fuck the Tories
actually, no,
merch.
I lost some weight as well. So some of my big t-shirts, I just tie them at the side.
Yeah.
Because some of them I'm like, I don't want to get rid of them. I love them.
I mean, I took everything in, but it's like all.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, you will lose all this weight.
I'll go on a shopping spree.
Yeah. We need to take our other friend on a shopping spree. All go on a shopping spree.
Yeah.
Get some skinny clothes. Right then. That was great, but I'm just shocked at the oral sex thing. And that's 3 times I've gone back to it now. Why would you make that illegal? Just wrong people out there.
They're just not getting good oral sex.
Yeah. So what we've established today is that Barbie's a bit of a dirt and she's got a dark past. You
why I
can
like her.
throw shit in toilets that are sitting on my head. And there's several states in America that I am now not going to visit.
And you love your silly fart box.
My fart button. Where is it? Where is it? Is it still on the table?
No, it's in the basket.
Oh, it's in the basket. Just before we go. Just before we go, because you are getting this now, you know. Yeah. That's my favourite one. So that's now going to feature as the timeout button.
It's all gone to shit.
It's all gone to shit. And there's more of this shit to come, but it's going to be for another episode.
Okay.
So you need to get like your throwing hands ready and stuff like that because there's more shit to hail.
Okay.
Right, that's it. Because if I haven't got my time out yet, I'm gonna be getting this soon. So, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. What I'm gonna do, right? As I brought €40 of shit home from Benidorm.
Quite literal shit.
Yeah, it fit in half a case, flat packed, and I'm gonna feature some of these things in the podcast. And at the end of the year, I'm gonna put a box of shit together, and I'm gonna do a little competition. Don't know what it is yet. I haven't thought of it. And whoever wins the box of shit. Oh, come on!
I mean, these are things that entertain you whilst having a shit, probably.
I don't know whether I'd want that going off from having a shit. I'd be a bit under pressure.
No, but I mean, like your game and stuff, you could stick that on your toilet door and throw it while you're pooping.
How long does it take you to have a poo?
I mean, not me, but I've got a husband.
Okay, right.
Although that might encourage him to be there even longer, so probably best not.
Yeah, totally. Well, you could give it to the kids. No, and that is going to go in the box of shit. Somebody's going to win it. I've got loads and loads of stuff, and I'm going to feature it intermittently. Not every week, because you just get a bit tired of it, but you're never going to get
like
tired
sex
of that.
Noise.
It was. That one is either a baby or a sex noise, isn't it? A bad sex noise. The rest of them are pretty authentic, I think. Anyway, so thanks, guys, for listening again today and watching. And if you're not watching, you need to go and watch. Just to see Nancy throwing shit in my basket.
Yeah, in your basket.
Basket on my head. So thank you, and just thanks for all the loves and the shares and that. I really appreciate it. Give us some 5-star reviews. If you're not already following and downloading on all of the platforms, then why not do so, because we're not going anywhere, and you may as well. I mean, it's half an hour, 45 minutes, and you can listen
Depends
to us
how long you talk
on the
for.
toilet. Yeah. So we're going to see you next time, and I've got something really macabre next time.
Have you? Something a bit different.
Because it's a lead up to Halloween. It's not the Halloween episode, but a little bit like you, I'm sort of gearing up. It's that time of year. It's like the whole
spooky
of October
season is on us.
Is Halloween.
Yeah.
So next time it's going to be a little bit macabre.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I might bring a couple more shit things. I'll see how I feel.
I've got something interesting to talk about next time too.
Okay, great. Woo! Excited. Right then, guys and girls and everybody in between, we will see you next time.
Thank you very much.